Everything old is new again at the movies for the end of summer 2011 as the latest incarnation of Conan the Barbarian prepares to storm theaters, and a black carpet awaited the stars Thursday evening for the premiere in downtown Los Angeles. Stepping into the role of the famed medieval slayer is Game of Thrones warlord Jason Momoa. And while he may be the face of the movie on posters and billboards, he'll be the first to readily admit that making a movie of this caliber was a giant team effort.
You know, it's blood, sweat, and tears. I think everyone that contributed to this movie were all fans. Like everyone from costumes to makeup to the stunts, everyone was fans. So that's what went into it, is a lot of love. So yeah, everyone bled for it.
No stranger to physical roles herself, co-star Rose McGowan didn't need much physical training going into this film.
I've done a lot of very physical films, so I do fight training in my off time to brush up, so I was like, I'm ready to go. It was great fun.
And according to her, this generation's Conan is the real deal.
This Jason, he holds up to the Arnold, doesn't he?
Oh, I think he takes it. I mean, the thing is, Robert E. Howard wrote this in the 20s, and Jason looks like he stepped right out of the pages, of the Robert E. Howard vision. And that, I think, holds up more than kind of a campy 80s movie.
Fresh from the set of the G.I. Joe sequel, Rachel Nichols, dressed in a sparkly backless Stella McCartney number, will be the first to tell you that despite modern movie-making techniques, filming this new Conan was as physical as they come.
Total physical contact going on in this one.
Physical contact going on. You know, there was nowhere near the amount of green screen that we did in, a G.I. Joe or a Star Trek, and the cave is real. There was some green screen, obviously, when I'm strapped to a wheel, sort of spiraling down. I mean, I wasn't actually strapped to a wheel, spiraling down into infinity, but Bulgaria, although not necessarily a vacation destination, was a great place to shoot the film because they have this landscape that was very appropriate for something like a Conan.
Not bad. I think he likes you.
Nichols also believes that this new telling will not invalidate fans of the originals and that there will be plenty of room for both classic and new Conan fans.
I think Jason's Conan and Arnold's Conan are so different that people will be allowed to like both. There will be no penalty for people that like both. And Jason brings a modern, sort of sleek sexiness. His movement is very fluid. He's very agile. But there's an entire new generation of people that are totally unfamiliar with the original Conan. And so we've done a movie for them, and they'll see it with completely fresh eyes, which I think is really important.
Director Marcus Nispel's plan was not to reinvent the wheel per se, but to reveal darker aspects of the character heretofore not showcased in the original films. And as for a Schwarzenegger walk-on,
was there ever any suggestion from anybody at any time a cameo for Arnold, or was that completely out of the question?
You know, Arnold is a friend of mine. He's a friend of the producers, and I think he would have done it, but it wouldn't have been right to Jason and to us as a collective, because we were hell-bent on not remaking a movie or making an homage to any of the previous incarnations. When Arnold's movie was done, it was at the end of the disco era. It was after Star Wars, where special effects were huge. There's one thing I remember, though, and it was a write-up that I read. I was in Germany, and it was still half a year away from release, it seemed. Milius's Conan, Star Wars by a sociopath. And I thought, wow, I wish one day somebody will say that about something I do.
With wife Lisa Bonet on his arm, Momoa couldn't avoid the obvious comparisons to Schwarzenegger from reporters, but nonetheless feels honored that the former governor has given him his blessing.
I was hoping he was going to be here. He couldn't be here, but yeah, it means the world. I'm sure he said he was proud, and that means the world,
Will audiences have a new favorite barbarian? The answer lies in the weeks ahead. Conan the Barbarian battles into 3D theaters August 19th. In Los Angeles, Scott Edwards, CBSNews.com.